Hey everyone, my name is Jennifer London, and I am going to talk about randoms. I am just going to go and see where it takes me. Bad shit that happens in your life. Guess what? It's bad shit. But, yes, I curse. I'm not going to stand here and pretend I'm an angel and that I make good decisions all the time, because I'm not. Because I'm an actual human being. I am a real person. I'm not going to pretend that the world is all gravy and it's awesome and it's fantastic, because it's not always that. But it is possible. And it's possible through you, and it's possible through your thoughts and your processes. So when it comes to bad things, embrace it. Guess what? The bad things in your life are your teachers. Welcome it. Say, here I am. Teach me. Teach me something about life. Break me in every single way you can break me, so that I can learn to be better, to be wiser, to be better for myself, to be better for others. Because guess what? The good, you know what the good is? The good is that thing you call a diploma. That thing that makes you feel good about yourself because you accomplished something, because you got through something. And when you get through something, that means everything, and especially when you make it through by yourself. You've had some assistance, but guess what? It comes from here. It comes from within. And when you break through that barrier, you start to do the things that you want. You start to follow your passion, and you start to do life the way you want. And you start saying, I don't care what people think. And that is exactly how you should live life. Not caring what others think. Not caring if you curse in front of them, if they judge you. Judgment is for people that do not think. Judgment is for people that just judge, and that is where they will stay. So what are you going to be? Are you going to be a doer, or are you going to be a judge? Nobody wants to be a judge. It's boring. It gets old. Life is beautiful. Too beautiful to let it go to waste. To sit there every day after day after day and just go watch TV from work. TV, work, TV, work. Who cares? Who cares what the girl posted on Facebook? Who cares what they said? If you don't like it, go to the next status. If you do like it, click like. If you don't like what a person posts, click unfollow. You make that decision. You make the things that you want to do in your life, good or bad. So get rid of the things you don't like. Don't complain about it. Get rid of it. Complaining does nothing. Yeah, the phone's going off. I'm sorry. It's after hours and people are still calling my job. Let's see, what else do I have? Sorry, I just had a bit of an adrenaline rush, so I thought I'd go along with what I'm feeling. And when you reach the goal that you want in life, remember to give back. That is very important, because when you ask for things in life, when you receive, you should always give back as much as you receive, because by giving and giving to others from your heart, there is no better feeling than that. And when you touch another person's heart by giving, you touch their thoughts, you touch their every being, and you have a chance of awakening their spirit. And what better thing for another human being to do than to awaken someone's spirit? That's instant gratification, ladies and gentlemen. There is no better feeling than to see a person smile because they're genuinely happy, because you might have had a little bit to do with that. It's not just about money. It's not just about the things that we do for ourselves. It's not just about what we can get, or the new car that we're going to get, the new mansion. I want to be successful so that I can give to the world, so that I can give back, so that I can give to my family, so I can give to the people that have been there through thick and thin. That's why I want to be successful. I want to be successful in order to receive, so that I can give back to the world the same amount that I get. And that's what most people do that are on top. They don't just take. You have the very few that do, and they're followed by greed. You don't want to be followed by greed. It's a quick road to nothing, loneliness. Okay? You want to be a doer. You want to give. You want to help. You want to see a homeless man on the street and give him $5. You know why? Because on Sunday you're going to go to this nice fancy building and give $5 to a basket, and it's going to go what? To where? To a better, nicer building, to new chairs, to, new robes. No offense to anyone. But if you can give $5 to a simple basket, you can give $5 to a person that's hungry. Don't even give them money. Go in somewhere, buy them some food, come out with a bag and say, here you go, bro. Have a good freaking day. Have a beautiful day because you deserve it too. Everyone deserves to have a good day. Just the other day, some guy asked if he could buy my vest. Guess what? I gave it to him. It's just clothes. Believe me, when you give without expecting, you receive an abundance of beautiful things. Not just materialistic, but within you. That's what counts, is the things that you receive back within your heart. And a lot of us have lost that. So what are you doing to make this world a better place? What are you doing to give back? I know we're all doing things for ourselves. We're all doing things to move up in the world. But what are you giving? Ask yourself what you're giving today, what you're going to give tomorrow, what you're going to give when you receive. Because that is what a true successful person, the definition of success is that. Next time you see someone on the streets, don't look the other way. Why don't you at least say hi? You don't have to give them money. Say hi. How are you? Smile. Smile at everyone that comes your way. You never know what kind of day they're having. You never know that you could be the person that smiles at them and makes their day just a little bit better. Life is too beautiful to waste it. Life has too many opportunities to let them go to waste. Life is filled with too many people not get to know. Call me crazy. Say what you want. Judge me. Make fun of me. I don't care. It takes a little bit of crazy to get somewhere in life. It takes a little bit of crazy to start looking at the world in a different way. And guess what? Crazy is not a bad thing. Being sane is boring. It's repetitive. It's non-giving. It's greedy. So tell me, do you want to be sane or do you want to be a little crazy? Do you want to do something to stand out? Do you want to do something that's going to have people talking, that's going to make people talk, good and bad? You tell me what you want to do. Actually, don't tell me. Tell yourself. Go look in the mirror. Wake up the next morning and tell yourself, today is the beginning of the rest of my life. What the fuck am I going to do with it? What are you doing with your life that's amazing, that makes you feel like you don't know what else to do next? Because that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, because I have opened doors for myself because of the things that I want, my thoughts, my getting through barriers, my getting through my dark stages, because I have received a diploma to my life. Because I've accepted the good and the bad, horrible things that have come my way. I haven't graduated life yet. You don't graduate life until later on. You are still a student. You will forever be a student, so forever learn life. If you're not in school, educate yourself with life. That will get you places. Educate yourself by being a good person, by loving with no conditions. That is the stuff they don't teach you in school. That is the stuff you should be teaching your children. You don't have classes on love. I met a guy once named James Toomey who said classes in school should consist of love, should consist of spirituality, should consist of other things than just books, text, numbers, words. Why not add a class of how to love another human being, of how to be kind, of how to not be racist? What about those classes? He taught me that. That was a great experience because it was a great conversation. That's the kind of conversations you want to have with people. That's the kind of conversations you want to surround yourself with. Those are the kind of conversations that make you think, that constantly have you thinking. You want your brain to constantly be on the go, and you want it to rest when it needs to. You want to get up off that couch, stop being online all the time, stop texting all the time, stop being on your phone all the time, and start living. I mean, watch this video and then start living. Just kidding. But each and every single one of you is capable of madness that's beautiful. Beautiful chaos. Not messy chaos. Messy chaos is dirty. It brings bad things. It destroys people. Don't ever do anything in life when you know it's going to destroy someone. There is a difference between doing what you want without destroying others. There is always a way to do what you want and do the things you want in life and take what you want from life without harming a single soul. It's called honesty. If you don't like something, tell that person. Talk to them. Talk to them in a calm manner. Maybe have a little bit of attitude behind it because you mean it, because it's coming from your heart. But do not have actions speak for you, because when you have negative actions, you affect a lot of people. You never know how harmful the things that you do affect a person. Same thing with words. You can say a word, but when you have enough oomph behind it, if you have enough anger behind it, you can hurt someone. Trust me, I've been there, done that. My words can kill someone. I don't ever want to do that to anybody. Ever. You shouldn't either. That's why you learn from your mistakes. You learn from the people you meet. You learn from your relationships. You learn from your experiences. You learn from reading. You pick what you read. You pick what you put in your mind. Life is your game. We each have our own video game to play in life. You make the moves, you make the decisions, you choose the people you want to hang out with. It's like Grand Theft Auto. Look at that. You make every decision in life, and those decisions make and bring other decisions. So, are you going to make decisions that are positive to attract in more positive, or are you going to make negative decisions to attract negative? Or are you going to stand still for a little bit and see where life takes you or where you should go? I'd say if you already know what you want in life, go right. If you don't know just yet, stay in the middle. But don't do harmful things. Don't do things to harm others or yourself. Because then that's how regrets happen. That's how bad karma happens. Okay? Remember that what you throw out into the world comes right back to you eventually. Just like you do good, it comes back to you in a good form. Now, if you're walking left these days, do yourself a favor, stop. All it takes is taking one step to the right, one single step. One step towards positivity, maybe one word, maybe one action. Maybe the first action should be to wake up tomorrow, walk down the street with your head held high up, and say, I'm an amazing person, I'm awesome, I fucking rock at life. Have that attitude tomorrow. Walk down the street, and the first person you see, say, hi, how are you? And smile. If they don't smile back or look back at you, who cares? Keep your head up and keep walking and do it to the next person. Be fearless. Fear does not exist. Fear is non-existent. Fear means nothing. It's a figment of your imagination. My imagination can think of a blue Smurf right now. My imagination can think of fear right now, but guess what? It's an imagination and it goes away. Fear goes away once you face what you think fear is. Fear is a thought of the future, of something that has not happened. You're fearing something that has not happened yet and not living in the now because you're fearing the future. You got to live in the now to not fear your future, to not fear what you're going to do tomorrow. Feel the fear and do it anyway. One of the best books I've ever read. I read it when I was 19. Actually, no, I take that back. I read it when I was 16. Check it out if you haven't. Live life fearlessly, and you will never regret your yesterday. You will always love your today and your tomorrow. Focus on your today and your tomorrow, and your past will be irrelevant. Will be a thing of the past. It's right back there where it belongs, and don't you even dare look back, because there's nothing back there for you. Once you've taken that first initiative to do a positive step, back there, it's garbage. Non-existent. Back there with your fear. Lead with your positive thoughts and leave everything else behind you. Lead with love. Love is the greatest thing a human being can feel. Love, living with love and in love creates beauty, creates harmony, creates peace. Living with greed and hate creates darkness, creates chaos, creates nasty attitudes, creates morbid worlds. You can only start living in love when you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're able to love others because you know who you are and you could care less what other people think. And when you care less what other people think, you will love what everyone thinks of you from the people that you choose to care about it. I don't know if that made any sense. Probably didn't. But when you choose to love others, and those people you chose to be in your life, those are the only people you care about. Everyone else can go kick rocks. Lead your life with positive thoughts. Lead your life with love. Lead your life without fear. Be a leader, not a follower. And if you are going to be a follower, follow in positive thoughts. Follow those who are positive and leave those that are negative behind. We're all meant to do different things in life. Figure out what you're meant to do. Figure out what drives you, what makes you happy. It could be something huge. It could be huge success. It could be something even more simple. Simplicity is beauty. It's so beautiful you have no idea. And nonsense is just nonsense. Simplicity goes a long way. When you start to be your true self, everything becomes more simple. When you start thinking with positive thoughts, everything becomes more simple. Everything becomes easier. And you live life easier. So that way when the bad stuff comes your way, you're able to face it. You are strong enough to endure whatever comes your way. Makes you better, stronger, and wiser. So get up off the couch of the internet. Go hug your kid. Go hug your mom. Go hug a friend. Go tell someone you love them. Go show some love to somebody today. Because that feels good too. You don't just have to do it to strangers. Do it to the people that are around you. Be aware of what's around you, who's around you. Love with every part of your being. Once you find your being, that is. Because it's the greatest love of all. When you love with all of your being. I've been there. Just remember to not forget about yourself in the process. I've been there too. Don't ever forget yourself in the process of loving someone or others with all of your being, because then you will lose yourself and you will not be capable of loving them anymore. Love is beautiful. Beauty is love. Beauty is what you make of it. What's beautiful to you? Let's teach our kids, our siblings, to be beautiful, to be amazing, to lead with their spirits, to lead with them their true self. Let them be who they are. Stop telling them no. If you see that your child likes drawing, encourage it. Don't tell them put that crap away, go do your math homework. They are showing you a side of them that is who they are. That is probably most likely their passion. If you encourage their passion at a young age, they will encourage passion at an older age. They will be an amazing human being. Kids are greater human beings than adults. Encourage your child if you see them doing something out of the ordinary. If you see them do something typical all the time, that's when you should question it. Because that's just robotic. Children are not robotic. If you see them building, if you see them inventing, if you see them writing, if you see them in thought, if you see them playing with something weird or random, that's good, of course. Encourage it. Get to know your kid. Ask them, how do you feel inside? How many parents ask their kids, how do you feel inside? What's going on inside of you? What drives you right now as a kid? I guarantee you they'll give you a pretty wicked answer. I know my sister does. Kids are full of information. They're full of better information than we are. We're there to guide them, not tell them who they are. We are there to show them wrong from right, from what we've learned, but not keep them in a box and not let them make their own right and wrong choices, because they have to learn that to be who they are. Don't keep your child in a box. Just stand next to them and guide them. Be there for them. Love them. Infinite love amongst everyone. Stranger, not a stranger, kids, friend, enemy. In all reality, we shouldn't have any enemies. You should never hate anyone. To call them an enemy, you should not even, that word should be non-existent. You should always wish luck upon those people that have done you wrong. Never call them an enemy. Because at one point you didn't. At one point they were something else to you. Just send positive things their way, and that's it. Life takes care of everything else. You don't have to do anything. You just have to think mentally. You just have to think with your heart. It's that simple. Go be simple. Go be awesome. Go ask yourself, how are you going to rock your world?